Truth, peace, kins, mystifying. Everything you need to know about dead vagina syndrome revealed. There's probably a lot of this going on around here. Dead vagina. Peep this thing. If you're struggling to reach the magic O in the bedroom, then it could be easy to blame it on so-called dead vagina syndrome. The condition has been circulating group chats and forums for years, but what it is and how can we stop it and plaguing our pleasure? Man, peep the slang. Women have previously told how their favorite vibrators have stopped working after continuous use instead of giving the nigga some kitty. Peep the slang. Lacey J. Christie said she felt shook after it failed to deliver and started to look into dead vagina syndrome. Man, peep the slang. As the sex toy had only ever delivered mind-blowing orgasms before, Lacey understandably started to panic because she couldn't get that orgasm, that she may have overcooked her privates. You don't think? She said, have you heard of dead vagina syndrome? It's the idea that the overuse of your vibrator may lead your vagina or your clitoris losing sensitivity or even becoming numb. Man, peep the slang. Stephanie Taylor, intimate health expert and founder of Kegel 18, told The Sun, dead vagina syndrome can come from overuse of sex toys, specifically vibrators. This is when women lose sensitivity in their clitoris from overstimulation, in extreme cases even becoming numb. Man, peep the slang. It can make it extremely hard, if not impossible, to reach orgasm without stimulation from a vibrator. Or at all. It's no secret that vibrators make masturbating more pleasurable. I don't see how, but successful and quicker. They're specially designed orgasm machines after all. But their high power and speed can burn us out hard and fast, removing the need to be aroused in our minds and bodies to reach orgasms. And sex is physical. Kind of like a shortcut, man. Peep the slang. While vibrating sex toys may be contribute to a loss of sensation, it's also important to consider what else can cause a dead vagina, Stephanie said. Obesity, chronic stress, drinking too much alcohol, and smoking. Well, that's all the women got. That's all women right there. Obesity, stress you, drinking too much alcohol, and smoking too many cigarettes. Can also make it far harder to reach orgasm too, man. Peep the slang. If you're struggling with pleasure, first, look to your lifestyle. Make healthy choices to improve your libido. Cut out bad habits or at least significantly reduce them. It is real. Previous studies conducted into female pleasure suggest that the vagina can become slightly detensified, desensitized after the use of vibrators. One paper published in 2012 found that just 0.5% of women said their vagina had become desensitized. Desensitized days after using a vibrator, a tiny percentage. This was also said to only last for a day, so it dispels the myth that you would never be able to orgasm again with your favorite toy. Another paper published in 2005 suggests that desensitization after the use of a vibrator lasted for less than an hour. Speaking to The Sun, Dr. Sri Datta, consulted gynecologist at doctor-led private healthcare business My Health Clinic in London, said a study in 2009 showed that over 70% of women using vibrators did not have any genital side effects, and overall vibrator use can improve sexual function, although the authors emphasize the need to undertake further research. Man, peep the slang. There are a number of reasons why you might not be able to orgasm with both a partner or your trusty vibrator. Trust could be one. It could be down to stress, anxiety, or tiredness. And sometimes it could be that you're just not in the mood. If you struggle to climax with a partner, it might always be down to take their lack of skills. If you're using a battery operated machine, a dead person basically, it's likely to have different techniques and settings that might be hard for an actual human to replicate. Got the bitch on high power, huh? Limited evidence, man. Peter Slang. Dr. Shree explained that there is limited evidence to support dead vagina syndrome. She said, we know that clitoral stimulation involves changes to the blood supply and hormone releases, as well as neuronal stimulation. The pleasure you experience can also change over time as we get older, or after major life events such as having a baby or going through the menopause as our hormones change. Man, Peter Slang. Medical conditions such as diabetes can also affect nerve sensation and sexual function. In addition to this, there may be a psychological element to achieving pleasure, or not, as the case may be, so the sensation felt can be affected by several different factors rather than neuronal desensitization. Desensitization alone. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't worry, you can still reach your trusty vibrator without worrying about dead vagina syndrome.